What's up, everybody? Aggie here with Baseball Prodigy YouTube channel. Hey, today I'm going to teach you about arm speed and arm path and the importance of how that plays out in both velocity, direction, all those sorts of things. But before I do, what I'd like you to do is go ahead and like, share, subscribe, or subscribe, like, share, however you want to do it. But just get it out there and let's continue to build the community, okay? So as a former Division I player, high school American, pro player for 7.5 years, Major League Scout, Tommy John recipient, right? There's been a lot of information out there about how to care for your arm. Should I change my arm path? Should I not change my arm path? How do I create more arm speed? And there's a lot of different things around that, all right? But the first thing you need to understand is we're trying to create sequencing from the ground up, okay? So what I mean by that is your body has motor patterns that it's gonna move in a certain way, in a certain direction, depending on how you ask it to, right? So it's that simple. But in the throwing sequence, it's very important that we get this right, okay? So we're gonna start with the ground, okay? We're gonna start with the ground. So my foot's firmly planted in the ground. I've got my back foot square, right? And then as I start to throw, I'm gonna then transfer that into hips, pelvic region, okay? So this is gonna fire next. And then from there, we're gonna go trunk, torso is gonna be the next part of the sequence to fire in the chain. And then it's gonna be shoulder, right? Lat, shoulder, all that's gonna fire. And then we're gonna go elbow, and then we're gonna go hand, okay? That pronation phase out front, all right? So that's the proper sequencing of throwing. Beyond all that, when we're talking about arm speed and arm path, I've got a real easy drill to do, okay? So I've got 2 balls in my hand. I'm gonna start out, good posture, feet spread out a little bit, foot square, my target's down this way. I'm gonna start out balance, okay? My foot's just kind of, you know, some people point it down, some pull it up. I prefer just a nice loose front foot. It's gonna help with me getting my glide towards home plate in that direction. And all I'm gonna do is start with the ball facing up in my hand. I'm gonna flip it, catch, throw, okay? So I'll do that one more time from this position, because this is something we can also do at an infield position or something like that. So we're gonna go here, balance up, knees up. I'm gonna flip, catch, throw. So, a couple things about that you need to understand. What I was doing when I start here is when I flip, my body actually started going forward a little bit. So I was already in my balance point. I'm already in the ground. And so now I'm starting my direction, my path towards home plate, right? And so as I do that, my body starts moving as I flip the ball. So now my hand is catching on top, and then it's creating a nice, good arm path. You notice that my hand comes down, thumb goes down towards my hip, elbow comes up into that scap-loaded position, equal and opposite elbows, and I get boom, right? Versus some guys, when they just throw, they go really long and they get open and things like this. We want to get rid of that, okay? So it's a very simple drill for arm speed, because obviously I got to catch up to my body, right, as I'm going. And then arm path, right? So it's helping my path be shorter, be quicker, right down to the hip, up to scap, out by my ear, and out front as I pronate, okay? So guys, super simple drill. You can use it in long toss. You can do it bouncing off the ground. This is another way we do it as infielders. We set up athletic, we bounce, boom, and we do the same thing, right? Outfielders, I'm gonna throw that ball out in front of me. As my body's moving, I catch, I turn, I fire. That's really gonna help with that consistent arm path, that consistent arm speed, which is not only gonna help with velocity, but also command of the baseball. So, as always, guys, hey, check out the links in the description below. Got some great resources and tools for you. And as always, elevate the game.